Hey guys, I figured I'd come on here and make a quick video. I just done a Reiki session on myself. I haven't done it in so long, and you know, I hope you guys watch my other video, but I am just really re-evaluating a lot in my life, and I'm really trying to overcome some pain and hurt recently, and you know, overcoming the shadow of being perfect and understanding that people will shut you out for no good reason, and that they will do what they want to do in order to make themselves feel better about themselves, and allow them to label you anything they want in their story, you know, because I find that recently I've been struggling with that, and releasing the control of trying to prove yourself to someone that wants to prove you inadequate or evil when in fact you're not. So I'm trying to recover from that, and I am really working on who I am and understanding that, you know, it's time for me to put those boundaries down, and it's time for me to use my throat chakra more and understand that people will criticize you and make, like I said, make you seem evil and say that this is your intent when in fact it's not. It could be their own fears, it could be their own way of protection when it even comes to healing, because they're so used to being in that vibration, that lower vibration, and that's okay. You know, there's nothing wrong with them. They're in a point in their life where they have not yet figured out themselves, or they're in denial about a certain part of themselves. So that's just, you know, what I'm kind of going through, and I'm trying my hardest to balance work and balance my business, because my business is non-existent right now, just because if you watch my other video, my other website was taking more money than providing more money, and I had to do some digging there, and I realized that it's not the time for me to have a shop right now. And I've been getting a lot of people wanting free readings, and I don't think that's fair to my energy and how profound my readings can be. And yes, there is more profound readers out there, you know. I had a friend that, you know, recently shut me out, and I still think she's a profound reader, but we just weren't syncing in our energies anymore. So I feel as if it's time for me to stop looking and comparing myself and really take a look at where I am now, and understanding, yet again, going back to what I talked about previously, is that everyone is going to label certain people in their lives to play the theme or the character that they want in order to kind of confirm what they are really going through at the point in their life. They're given reality at any point in time. So now I need to, excuse me, I need to really take a look at myself and see where I have been very confusing in my delivery when it comes to my business, when it comes to my friendships, when it comes to every area of my life. And so I'm hoping that my friend that's helping me rebuild my website for a more affordable price can help me figure out where to go with this. But I really want to do this myself, as it is a self-exercise, to kind of see, excuse me, my cold just will not give up, to see where where I can step in, because I find that I let everyone take, I see everyone else's side, and I don't even know my own side and how I see it. And so that's what I'm working through right now. So, sorry guys. So I will be working through that. So I'm really going to just sit down and discuss with myself and my guides how I'm supposed to be doing this with my business and my YouTube channel, because I've done, like I said, a healing, and I was doing a lot of different things within this healing, and I was meditating, and I'm really supposed to be going in a different direction than I thought. And so this is why I'm having trouble not only finding the time, I'm having a lot of struggle with, you know, just other things in my life, relationships, work, spirituality. I'm finding a lot of hard points. So I need to dissolve that and really figure out what's going on. So I hope that I will have more of an understanding. This is what I'm going to do after this video, is just sit down and really discuss with my guides and myself where's Raven of Hope going. And really going to have to be, and I never want, I feel like it's like I played the, I don't want to say victim, but I played the doormat for so long, that, and the innocent for so long, that I don't even know what boundaries are. I don't even know how to be assertive for myself. And this is why I have lost a lot when it comes to relationships, and how anyone can just almost use me and throw me away and then think it's okay because I portray that, you know? And I don't want to be, excuse my language, but I don't want to be a bitch, but how that archetype can actually be integrated into purity, and how it could be correct, and how it could be needed, and how it can even be necessary for growth and opportunity, and for authenticity, you know. So that's what I'm really working towards right now, is reclaiming that, and first thing, you know, to implement that in my life the first time. So as you can see, my makeup's on up here and not so much down here. I'm breaking out again. It's just something I go through, cycle I go through with my skin. But so I hope sorry guys, I hope that it makes sense for you guys, and that when I come back on, I will be hopefully more assertive, more direct, less confusing, less flexible, and I don't mean less flexible like rude, but flexible that is clear and cut, not wishy-washy up and down. And you know, I've noticed a lot of people just wait until I'm doing things for free, or I'm doing things at a low price, and me thinking that that's going to extend the duration of my influx in sales. It's not at all. It's actually cutting back. So me being generous is actually me being taken advantage of, and me being confusing, and maybe is the reason why people's backing off from my services, because they can feel that I'm uncertain. So I'm trying to work on that. But I hope that you guys enjoyed these update videos. They're very random, but you know, it's just a lot on my mind, and I just really want to start living my life for me and healing from some pain, and really understanding that just throwing it out there, you could be almost perfect, and if someone wants to portray you as evil, they will dig and dig and dig, or provoke and provoke and provoke until they get what they want from you, so that they can move on, or they can relinquish the care, or they don't have to look at the side that they actually purposely hurt you and had jealousy and wouldn't admit it. And a lot of projection there. So, it actually claims to be empathetic when they never considered you at all. But that's just something I want to throw out there, that I want you guys to be protected. You know, I don't want you to go through what I went through and wear yourself thin and get so low on your self-esteem and get so depressed because a person you thought you could trust, or even someone that you could see a lot of beauty in that person or a lot of potential, and you were never given the chance from them, that it's okay to walk away from that person. It's okay to be upset and to be hurt and to hurt yourself over and over again, going through the storylines in your head of what you've done wrong. But even knowing what you did wrong with that other person, you nor that other person will not admit how you were provoked, or how you were kind of set up for failure in that friendship or relationship or connection or acquaintance. So it kind of went a different direction than I was thinking, but it needs to get out there. I really need to post it out there and realize that I am someone that 100% would never intentionally or unintentionally hurt someone or throw a hex or any of that. One, I don't have time for that. You know, I have too much far more important things. I work, you know, and I don't just work a day job. I work a business, and I have a family, and I am trying to grow as a person. I've been bitter in my life before, but it was transformed because I'm someone that wants to use it for healing and not use it for revenge in any way. And I've seen how trauma can really make someone vicious. And I hope that the people find the help, you know, and I just, it's sad to see someone that you want to help so bad lie to you. I mean, more than white lies, a manipulative game. And I've dealt with people at work like this for many different reasons, but when it comes to someone that has a spiritual background and it's so fabricated and so masked that you can't even fathom. You know, it's like you still go over it in your mind several months down the road and years down the road. And you're like, how can this person be so confident when they're just psychic energy vampires? And I hate to say this word, but they're frauds, you know? And it's irritating. And it scares me for people that are going to psychics and mediums that are... I had a conversation with a client, and he was saying, you know, locally, I'm talking about locally right now, that he went to someone that basically gave him false hope. And it was heartbreaking to me that he was on a fixed income and they still kept fishing him and, like, catfishing him in a way and taking his money, you know, and all he needed, I gave him a tarot reading for free, because I knew he needed it, you know, he needed to close that door, and as much as I hated to be the one to tell him that what he was searching for was not, it was not obtainable, and I was a listening ear, and I coached him, and I gave him therapeutic rapport, and I gifted him not only a reading, but a crystal, and I told him I was here for him. As much as it hurt him, it didn't do damage like this other person did, to where, excuse me, it would take him financially, hurt him financially. And I see someone out there that I used to know similar, you know, more similar to that avenue of taking money and then selling and then wanting things back, and no matter what I done, it was never enough, and never once did I judge, you know, and even now I don't blame that person, and I want the best for that person, and I understand why they did certain things, but it just scares me that there's no remorse or guilt there, and there's no checking in on me. And even when there was checking in on me, it wasn't about me. It was more about themselves, and how it always has been about themselves. And narcissism is very hard to detect sometimes, even as an empath, because we attract those so easily. Because we are open, you know, and so that's what my biggest, like, I'm getting a headache just talking about this person, because they are that, paranoid, and they're that low vibration that they attack people, psychically. And I think this person knows that they're doing it, and that's the scary part. But I'm not one to mention names, because I know this person just needs healing, and I know that this person hopefully someday will realize that, you know, that I did not do anything to them. It was more them provoking me and gaslighting me and manipulating me to act a certain way so that they could count it against me, which is very sad and is very hurtful, and is why I want people to know that there is, in fact, manipulators out there that are claim to be spiritual. And I am over being scared. I am over being manipulated, a doormat, and if the bitch has to come out, I don't have to come out. But as far as Raven, I hope it's not going anywhere. It's just taking a vacation. And I'm stepping back into my own power and realizing that my whole life has been about pleasing others, and it's gotten me absolutely nowhere, and how it's actually been so detrimental to my mind, body, spirit, and how it's been very irritating to understand that I've always been an old soul, but in some ways fighting against people that are so immature and that are so self-centered and even unwilling to stop making excuses and to get on with their lives and to make something better out of their lives. And I'm tired of the victim, you know, and I think Morgan's really working with me on that enough's enough. You know, I've been through that. I've been through the dark night of the soul, and I've done soul connections and karmic retribution with people, and I'm done. You know, I'm done with that part of my life, and I'm done with the energy of that, of being so open and so forgiving, when I'm ready to just create a sacred space within my life. And one person that I really admire for this is the White Witch. She is someone that is very aware of who she invites in her life, who she talks to, and I really admire that about her. And at one time I thought it was maybe a little bit unfair, or maybe not willing to be empathetic, but actually it's the opposite. It's protective and very enriching in your life to do that, to cut people out and to not let people in, because that's when things get mixed up and confused. Another person I've been talking to that I've been really enjoying talking to is Witch Boss here on YouTube, and I've got a reading from her and it really was profound, and I'm hoping to get another one soon. And how she's another one that even talked about community, and how I'm really considering what community is to me, and how as a witch and as a practitioner of Reiki, how I want to participate in the community. So I got a lot to think about, guys, and I really hope that you enjoyed this long, rambly video, and that you kind of get where I'm coming from with this. But yeah, I really enjoyed just coming on here and talking, getting some things off my mind, and I hope to be back on to do some readings and some ASMR readings too, and just some meditations with you guys and healings. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. Many blessings.